All right, everybody, we're at Canyon Crest, and we have a little bit of time. We're going to try to squeeze in a couple holes. This is like 395 going like up a wall, huh?
Yeah.
This goes right to your house, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. We'll do a 3-hole match, okay, O'Neill? That'll make it interesting for people.
Sounds good.
It's fine. Is that a smaller headed CC Nike?
Yeah, this is...
It's a 440 or 430?
It's smaller. It's I don't remember exactly what it is.
Take that and drop back behind me. All right, so this first time using this Forte ball off the tee. Hopefully it goes about 320. Dead straight. But I'd be happy with that. Dead straight. All right, so just off the fairway here. What do you got, O'Neill?
165 to a back pin with OB behind it, so we're not going to get too crazy here.
Only 165? I don't see. Oh, there it is. Yeah, don't really have a line to it, huh?
No.
There's the pin up there.
All right.
Oh, I like that shape. Very good. O'Neill hit a big cut. It actually rolled like it touched some green.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, I have 161, actually 162 to the to a blue pin, and I don't want to get all the way there quite. Out of this bunker, and this kind of sand actually is more like earth, so I prefer this for fairway bunker shots. Oh no, you son of a... Get up that path. Ah. Beautiful. All right, good second chance up and down.
Yeah.
I didn't see that happening. Well, as terrible as I felt about that hole, I actually get to leave here with a tied score.
Yeah.
All right, so we're all square after one. 2 more holes to go. Really pretty over there in that on those hills. Some things feel good about being back in California. Some things feel annoying. Go for it. What are we doing here?
Yeah, so this is Yeah, orange house. That's where the green is. So it's just straight away.
Okay.
The only freaky thing is there's houses on both sides of the fairway.
I don't think so. But I don't know. It's going up that big pine tree.
That's a good ball, bro. I'm gonna hit a provisional.
Yeah. I killed that too. I mean, I have no idea on this one.
Yeah, it's hard to.
Okay. Funny thing about playing on camera, which I've done now 300 times.
Yeah.
How much on camera golf have you done that the world would see?
0.
All right, so this is the first time, because I noticed that right before you hit that ball that is possibly OB, a big breath, a little nervous, are we?
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit. But nerves are definitely something that happen in golf for sure. So
Yeah.
what do we do to try to still play well, even though everybody's always gonna feel nerves, but we still want to perform,
Well, I think just the way that everyone feels nerves, you have to realize you're not the only one.
Yep.
And that's pretty much it. I mean, some guys do it better than others. So,
Yeah.
But it's hard for everyone. Like, you get that, you just gotta try to embrace that feeling in your stomach, I guess. All right, come on.
Hopefully he's in.
I see you on one ball. So Bridgestone's the first one here. That is the provisional golf
With
ball.
this wall here, the way it was coming, that's the provisional that we just
I hit
found.
the provisional one a little short.
Yeah, not as well. The first one you actually hit pretty hard, but it was cutting a lot.
You're way up there. You hit a great drive.
Yeah, I hit a great drive. I actually been thinking, I don't think I'm gonna keep my same driver. For some, I don't like TaylorMade, like really very much, but I think I'm stuck getting that driver that everybody else has.
Well, we might have to do the old 1 minute drill here.
Okay. All right, so there's the golf course, there's the neighborhood, and in between those two things is this ball. There's the white stake. Let's draw a line between that white stake and
Next one.
the next white stake over there. Where's the?
Right here, actually.
Right there. So there and there. All right, I'll give it to you. You're in. Or I won't give it to you. The rules will give it to you. You are in.
So should
Let's
we get crazy
extricate
here?
yourself here
Technically, the ball could go through that little space.
through like a
May or may not be the way I play golf. So
hedgehog doorway. Okay.
this is my go-to shot right here.
Mm-hmm.
That ball's 16.
Inside that tree?
I think so.
Man. That was about a foot from being really good. We hit it. Oh my, there it is. There it is. Play it as it lies.
Yeah, I'm gonna unplayable it as it lies. All right. So boom.
Okay.
2 club lengths. Hopefully the USB.
Help us out here. What are we playing here?
Distance wise?
No. What number shot is this?
This is shot number 4.
Okay.
All right, I got 156. A little bit of tree trouble. Can't say we're in a better position here.
Just for reference, there's my ball down there, halfway down that hill. In the air, headed towards the right side of the green. Right there.
High on the right side.
Pin high on the right. Do you have a YouTube channel, O'Neill?
I don't.
Oh, blowing it.
I know.
2016. You're gonna do one or not interested? I know you have tell people your Instagram.
Yeah, so Instagram's O'Neill Cowan Golf. Some people think it's one ill cow and golf, but my name's O'Neill Cowan. So, I used to do Instagram posts daily and have like a tip, But then I deleted a lot of those tips because I was like, I don't really think that's
stuff?
yeah, or do I think that's best for everyone? So
Gotcha.
I try to get a little bit going on Instagram, but not much.
Kind of an awkward shot because I'm downhill like this and the ball's above my feet.
Yeah.
So there's two opposite things. So just gonna try to really get good impact on this ball. I got 114.
That's a good shot there. Excellent shot. Spun it a little bit.
Yeah. What was that, like a Craig Perry follow through or something weird? All that, like O'Neill and I were, so everything in Be Better Golf, as far as my golf and stuff O'Neill and I were talking about, everything has been about, hey, what, because I think for the adult learner, a lot of people have problems, is what am I thinking about when I'm actually in the process of swinging? And I think like, I'd love to be inside a Tiger's brain or Nicklaus's brain back in the day and actually know what they think about, because I know they're not thinking technical stuff, but I know they're not totally I know they're not just up there, you know, swinging your swing, like not thinking about anything.
Right.
So there's something in that champion's brain that I want to get to, and right now all I'm just thinking about the club head and where to finish.
Yeah, I don't think you're ever gonna have a perfectly balanced finish when you're off the awkward line.
Yeah,
like
right,
that.
right.
I don't think you should try to.
Especially, I love watching those old Shell's Wonderful World of Golf matches.
Oh yeah.
You watch it like Gene Littler, who had a perfect swing, versus like a Gabe Brewer, who had an awful swing, and you know, those guys did not care at all.
Yeah.
You know, nobody, especially back then, nobody was paying them to watch their swing in slow motion to advertise something or whatever.
Right, right.
Cashing checks. We got O'Neill there to there, and then here I am putting down this hill. Oh, a quick thing as O'Neill's sizing up his putter. I did this to my putter yesterday, O'Neill. So this is
Okay.
black electrical tape, because I'm gonna do this in a more permanent, fancy way. But if I stand over it, I don't see it. There's been some studies done showing that a black shaft actually makes you putt a little bit better. And I was having problems with this blank putter of I want to put my hands on the putter the same way every time. So I put these with my wife's nail polish. So that's where my thumbs go every time, here, and then in the other hand my thumb goes there. So just to get a little bit more repeatability. And also I like to make a putter my own as well. Just do something to it to make it like my baby. I couldn't believe you.
I know.
It looks like this is high. Locally, I couldn't believe that.
Yeah. It's tough because you're playing in a little bit of a canyon, right? Or a, water runoff, but that.
Yeah, one thing I've been doing with my putting in the last year that you kind of do nicely is actually think like, you know, when they're talking about posture in golf, you know, and for golf shots, you think of Adam Scott and you think of Steve Elkington and all these guys with this like great posture over the ball. But then you think of the great putters and you think of Nicklaus and you think of even like Gary Player sometimes. And those guys, it's the opposite. They look like they're like a standing question mark. It's a very stooped posture, and it's very in like this. And there's some very, very old books on putting when they kind of relate putting to being comfortable, right? And your most comfortable position is the fetal position, which you're more curled and you're in. I mean, think of Nicklaus in the '86 Masters. Yeah. And like, you know, kind of curled in like that. So that really kind of old man, crazy, like hunched posture is actually something that I'm trying to have that poor posture over the putting. Butt kind of tucked, shoulders hunched, eyes like right on it, So, and you do that well. Like I like the way your posture looks for that. Par 3 to finish it. So that was all right. So I'm up by 2 strokes, and we have 185 yards or something. We'll shoot it.
The joke at Canyon Crest is that it's 18 par 4s, because the par 3s are all close to 200 yards.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And all the par 5s are under 500 yards.
Yeah, right.
So, all right, 190 to that pin.
So 190 is, you don't want to hit it much over that, right?
No.
Oh, it's into left. Just barely.
Yeah, the greens are soft right now, so that's an advantage. But in the summertime, this slopes away from you, actually.
So far, no complaints on the Forte ball. It bit for me nicely on the last hole. The feel, the click feel is a little bit something to get used to, but actually, if you start thinking of it like not as a negative, but like you know, using that kind of click sound, like that's how I'm going to start it. It can be kind of like helpful. All right, one shot. Hit a good shot here and it's over. 190.
That was a good ball.
That was the swing. Like O'Neill and I were working on my swing a little bit on the range, and I don't care where it went. It actually might have gone way too far, but that's what we were trying to do. And what we were trying to do, basically, like, because I told him, hey, this is the stuff I'm working on with Tony. Basically, don't contradict any of that stuff, and I'll listen to you. And he didn't at all. All I was trying to do is just get a little bit more legitimate swing, a little bit more of a swing, and less like kind of over zipping over acceleration.
Yeah, just kind of keep it comfortable and natural, really.
And to improve my impact, I show me kind of a before and after where I was setting up.
Sure, and I could send you those videos to you later. So I asked him what shot was he afraid of. He said he's afraid of the chunk shot with the iron. And I noticed he was setting the club back here. So we just tried putting it more up to the ball. And the first couple probably felt pretty awkward, but now it seems pretty comfortable. So that was really the main thing. The other thing was, you know, you're trying to get that crazy acceleration after the shot.
Yeah.
And really you just have to kind of get that the maximum speed right at the ball.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Good impact cutting. Maybe in between the 2 bunkers on the right side.
Yeah, that'd be nice if it was in between them.
That sounded great. A little too much speed, yep.
Little long.
All right, there's my ball there. Running up, and there's the flag stick. I was a little short. There's a lot more breeze here coming, see, like off that cliff. A lot more breeze here. Really kind of hit this wall once I got here. I did hit that iron shot really well though, so it's fine. All right, so a little test for the Forte here, short game wise. Highly frustrating. Yeah, it's like off a wall. I just put that into the ground. What do you think? Just erase it, or technique-wise, there's something to learn about that?
Your stroke might be a little bigger than it needs to be.
Oh, still, okay. Gotcha.
You know, a lot of time, you know, it's very common to shorten your backstroke, or you think it's short and it's actually way longer than you thought it was.
Yeah.
So you could shorten that up.
This kind of grass in California, I was chipping like a wizard in Virginia. That's fast, brother. I am a good putter though. That would have only been 15, 20 feet past the hole.
Yeah, it would have been more than 3 feet away, I'd say.
Yeah. All right, good par though, which lightens the blow of the chunked chip. All right, O'Neill, help me with this shot. That since we have some time, there aren't any members right behind us. Help me with this shot that I just like. The frustrating thing about this shot is I know if I hit it again right now, I'll hit it.
It's going to be perfect, yeah.
But I want to hit it good the first time. You know what I mean? So you can see this kind of grass in California, and you guys have in South Africa too. If you play it square, a lot of times it'll grab behind it. It's not here. I don't know where I was. Anyway. So if I'm nervous about it grabbing, and let me put the stick back in. So to kind of talk to me about how to...
Yeah, so, I mean, you don't want to rely on the ground, right? Because especially that grass you're talking about, it grabs your club, like you said. So,
yeah.
So what I like to do is I really try to, it almost feels like I'm going to hit it thin a little bit, as far as I'm not going to really grab the ground. You know how when we were on the chipping green and I hit a couple where I didn't touch the grass?
Yes,
So...
Yeah, and I was like, oh, was that thin? And you're like, no, it was just kind of the way it was.
Yeah, so will you hold the ball up in your hand and put the club next to it so we can kind of show people what's happening at impact? All right, so all we're trying to do is catch the face, right? If we hit the face, we know the ball is going to go in the air. Now lift the club up a little bit. Okay, a little lower. Okay, that's still the face, right?
Yeah.
Any higher than that would what? Leading edge.
Be the edge, yeah.
Okay, now come down a little. So you're off the ground, we're off his hand. We're still catching the face, no problem. Now lean the club back, like people say, add the bounce, right? Way back. And you see after you go under it?
Yep.
So if you went up, you would blade it.
I get a lot of those because I do rebounds off the ground and then into it.
Yeah, so what I like to do is on a tight lie, I know this is not the popular thing right now, but I'll get it a little bit leaned forward.
Yep.
Not too much, but then I'm basically gonna try to only hit the ball. I'm not gonna, you see how there's that space between his hand and the club? And that you can see that's gonna put the ball in the air. Yeah. So that's kind of what I think about.
You don't have to be as concerned.
Correct.
All right, but for what to actually think about is I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna have a little bit, hit it in the center of the face, have a little bit more of a quicker stroke, not as
smaller backstroke. And you'll see on the video that's a lot bigger than you think.
Oh, that's so much better.
Yeah.
Okay guys, so a very fun, quick kind of 3-hole ambush thing with O'Neill. We were doing some other videos on the range and chipping. I said, let's play a couple of holes, and he's like, all right. And then I was like, let's play a match, because a lot of other people are watching the channel and think it's a lot more interesting when we're actually playing.
Sure.
Thanks for watching. You guys can learn more about O'Neill. I think Instagram might be the best way.
Yeah, that's the best way. O'Neill Cowan Golf.
Yeah. There's a link for it in the description below. Subscribe to this channel, and don't forget your wedge, O'Neill, and see you later.
Thanks.